Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Total War episode here with me, your host, Imperial Dane. The Empire stands pretty strong, at least in this second playthrough with them. I've got armies and such, and I think we'll be setting off here against Middenland to secure them, since they're being, well, a bunch of pricks anyways. So they'll probably turn on me sooner or later, no matter what.
I am ready. Are you?
So might as well get that sorted out while I can. Got a few armies here as well. So that should not be beyond my power to go to war against them. I'll bring up the army here, assuming there won't be any problems there. That is assuming, which is always something you should be a bit wary about. Soon I'll access there to the Reichsguard, amongst other lovely things. So, diplomatically, not much happening there either. Obviously, we're going to be beating their skulls in soon enough.
Deliver your missive and then get...
Surely an agreement with...
Trois, not so friendly. Bordeaux, Paragon, yeah. Karakian, Karak Isa, Karak Kadran. Karak Norm, we got a bit of training going with, that's about it.
You dare! I am not.
And yeah, there's also Kislev, but they don't seem particularly keen on it
Let
either.
us toast.
And that pretty much leaves us with nothing else. So, to war with Middenland might expand through here to sort of try and lock up with Karak Siflin, I guess. That might be an option. Either way, ending the turn. Greens can think about their vampire counts, moving about warriors, chaos, beastmen, Karak Isa moving up through the southern territories, Karak Norn, and so on. Looks like they're building up a bit there, and we've got the armies of Musalon trying to hunt down the beastmen. Talabeklan, Parabaron, both annihilated.
Ready.
It's a pretty heavy
Wind of Shaman.
chaos there going on.
Moving off.
I guess that's our excuse, by the way, for invading. Chaos. Clearly they have succumbed to the sinister forces of chaos corruption and must be put out of their misery. No other reasons at all.
Ready.
I think we'll support here near Tala. Biome. Since that's where we can actually see most of the armies, so that we will be striking primarily, while
Now.
Patriarch Balthasar Gelt will move up from Karabakh, Weissmund, and then move straight towards Middenheim. It's almost done here. That should free up a bit of gold. Then we're going next for Fishing Fleet, I think. That's a handy one. And after that, bonuses for knights and such. There would not be a half bad thing. Orcish armies moving from my territories. I'm a bit not happy about that one. Karakim seems to be in Karakim, not Hian, but Karakim seems to be out of trouble there.
Friends of the Empire, come.
They seem to be suffering there under the advances of the Chaos Warriors. I guess I'll have to shift something up there soon enough. Some such. There you go.
The nation calls. I am the Supreme Patriarch. Ulrich's will.
Since they refuse to play ball, we'll be cutting off theirs. Ha 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 ha.
Agreed.
There you go, Karabakh secured. We'll probably also be behind the Knights of the Blazing Sun once you sort of get that bit of DLC.
The Empire. War calls. Attack! For Heldenhammer!
Alright, besieging that, moving up the other army to support.
What does the Emperor bid? Pick up the pace!
Strengthen the economy. There we go. Bit of warring going on there, and fishing fleet next. Just to help burst growth out a bit there, here and there. And we can almost, well, actually never mind, there's still some time before we can bring up the last bit there of Altdorf, which is really going to boost the economy once we get there, by the way. To put it mildly, to the Imperial coffers. Right, vampire counts ignoring the orc armies on their territories. Brilliant. Midland bringing up some heroes, but no armies. I guess there's a well hidden inside that town, and there's nothing else left. Alright, we've got Estalia there, the Spanish sort of things here of the Warhammer world. Yes. Nah. Don't really need their corpses to stink up my territory, really. I'd rather have them as far removed as possible.
The Empire. I shall be victorious.
Yeah, it seems like there's some serious corruption going on there in
No, I will not be compelled.
Middenheim. Another falls.
Very well, I will do this.
Weissman looking a bit half decent. And hello, transformation of Cadon. Bit of lowering of chaos corruption I think would be quite helpful.
Now,
Same here, there's going to be a lot of chaos to deal with.
weapons.
Yeah, that's pretty easily outnumbered. Just sort that out. Experience gained.
As we say, sir.
Shrieking Blade.
Yes. Let us move. I'll ignore that. Yes, my lord.
Yes, report back to Ortialis. I was planning to maybe considering setting up an ambush there, drawing him out, and then cutting him down in an ambush, but clearly that's not going to work at all. So, might as well not. There you go, we can further expand Marienburg's wealth. But we might want to deal with the public order. Otherwise I'll have to keep running back here to deal with that. Otherwise I could, go for a Wizard's Conclave, call up Wizards, who could go for this, and ultimately the Cathedral of Sigmar, but let's go for that one, the tap room.
What?
Let us go for that one. Fildorf. Iron Mine. That's useful. In a sense. Yeah, we're quickly sort of bringing a bit of order here. And also soon, I think, able to raise a fourth army there himself, Karl Franz. Fort Oberstadt has quickly been brought down by the Greenskins. I fear I'll be the next to feel the wrath of the Orcs, perhaps. Nope, nope, no kidding, the wart there. And that is dead. I might have to, well, create just a fourth army simply to keep the Orcs in check while the rest of the armies then sort of try to deal with chaos.
Bow before your emperor.
Sorry. It's all or nothing here, Boris. You should have been more helpful much sooner. And things might have looked different, but no. You just had to be a prick about it, didn't you? Beastman finally gone.
On it. By Sigma's right.
By the comet.
Who calls? Right.
Off to Middenheim we go. Oh,
No fool that's safe for the world.
Yes,
there's
my
the
lord.
Orcs. Those savages. Well, actually, I'm sort of set up near the ambush site. Act as bait for Boris. And then we'll sort of take Middenheim directly. That's probably got a big fat garrison, or at least half decent one. Oh, that needs to go down. No point in having that. That's useless. For me, anyways. Put the walls there, and I guess we'll sort of begin racing the army here.
Onwards.
Got access to a bunch of stuff there.
Very well.
This takes the bait. Orcs clearing up the vampire counts. The vampire counts and can clear out the orcs, but it's going to end up being a bit expensive there for the vampire counts. There we go. An orc war and an orc army down, but they lost a ton of the prosers. That's going to be expensive for the vampire counts. And the orcs probably have a sizable economy behind them, so there's every chance that the vampire counts aren't going to last long, not without some serious help. Boris, it seems, didn't take the bait. Fancy that. Oh dear, rebels. Well, looks like Karl Franz will have a bit of work at him there already to deal with the rebels there around Marienburg. Unless Mousselon decides to just, casually deal with... Oh, no, they didn't.
I am the Supreme Patriarch. By the comet. No peace.
Never
just
really a
war.
huge fan of attacking. At times I'm just going to alter assault it. My apologies there. Have they done something to make it a bit more interesting? Maybe, but I haven't.
Empire's blessings, yes.
Alright, Mittenheim. Don't need that though.
Ready. Moving off.
I will marshal the men. The nation calls. Sigmar compels us. Fine.
Further ambush, but still, that is Middenheim's. Okay, Salzenmund is part of Kislev, whilst Dietershafen is Nordland. That's confusing. That is very much confusing. At least just a bit.
By the comet. Right.
I would have figured I had that in time, but clearly I didn't. Clearly I didn't.
Absolutely not.
Damn Marienburgers. Can't be trusted. Rest of the Empire's looking half decent. Half decent. There's just the brass keep there, hiding away a small garrison, and of course all of Boris Tortbringer's. Well, there's also Dietershafen, obviously. There's also Dietershafen. Maybe he's more willing now to.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
Nope, no confederation offer there. Nothing. Hashtag as well. There you go, Fort Oberstar build up. I probably should equip Karl Franz with a few items as well to make it easier for him, maybe for some other chaps. Dwarf sitting in there with his Stalia, apparently they're not great friends. What? Guess that didn't work out. Oh well, he got two armies there that can take him on. He's in sight. No, he's. Oh, yes, he is.
Raise your weapons. Into battle.
Guess we'll do the honors and take him on the battlefield itself. He got the cavalry, the infantry, and plus, of course, a lot of heroes as well. Seeing him on the battlefield itself, and of course, the other bits. Heresy, but, well, look at Link. No, I don't. Go on. By the way, I mean, obviously, that further indicates, of course, the corruption of Boris Tortbringer, despite, all the honours afforded him. Ultimately, he has sinned. Must be brought down. So there he is. With a pistol and a sword. Rapier, actually. Pick up less uniques. Got here the treasure, and of course we got our friend here, Knut the Brawler now.
We must be triumphant.
Armored and shielded and equipped here with the Helm of Discord. And it was all... damn it, I hate when that happens. You try to do something and the Steam overlay pops up for no apparent reason.
We are Sigmar's heirs. Ready.
I command here. By Ulrich's wrath. Very well. Faster. Ready.
Sir. Yes, General. Detachments, move.
Go, the full Empire Knights moving out there. The Order Unknown, I guess.
Every squad fill me with rage. High Sigmar, obey me.
Rally, hold the line, and Potion of Toughness. That's actually quite handy as well. Guess they'll have to
Quickly! On way, General!
Victory will be
breach the
ours.
hill.
Take position.
That's going to be a bit tiresome, but hopefully he's got nothing here. Yep, they're all set up over there, in fact. Oh, wait, there we go, there's more there.
No lingering! Steady, men!
Set up here. That'll force them to have to sort of prepare for that. That should make it easier for the frontline units to actually do something.
General.
So much cavalry. There we go. Others charging forwards here. Pistoliers. Some gonna get gutted there, others not so much.
It's yours. Attack! Sir! Spearmen! Swordsman! Ready for war!
Accuse them!
It will be done!
See to it! Very well! Enough! Judgment!
For Heldenhammer!
For the Empire!
That unit has been wrecked. Utterly.
Ready! Sigma guides us!
We are Sigmar's heirs! Obey! By Ulrich's wrath!
See to it!
You move back there. Boris is already taking quite a bit of damage there. Units here being wrecked.
An order!
As long as
No
we
match
go
against the
back,
Knights
they will
with the
die.
captain in tow.
The Empire endures!
Sigma preserve us!
Ready for war! On my command!
There we go, that should make them a lot easier to deal with.
Ready to serve!
In there set running, that's good.
Order! Ready for war!
Bit weak there in the centre.
We await your orders! Take aim! Sir! Yes, General! For the Emperor!
Units here being wrecked thanks to the Helm of Discord. He's great.
On my command! Wise counsel!
He's seen better days.
On my command! The accused will die!
Charge with us! For Heldenhammer!
Arena, listen!
We serve France! Ready? In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Emperor's might!
Oh, yeah, Captain's doing alright there.
Preserve us!
Yes, the Lord is dead.
Battle! General! Swordsman!
See to it! Obey!
Heldenhammer!
Doing good here with the death of Boris.
Fire endures!
The rest of them are basically breaking up there, except for the ones sort of well, closer to him, I suppose.
Calls! Fight with us!
Sigma calls! Prepare for
Sigma
combat!
preserve us! Death to the enemy!
We are Sigmar's
Sigma
heirs!
preserve us!
Knights slightly breaking up, a bit difficult to manage this match at the same time, at least I feel.
At the ready! Ready to serve! Crossbows ready, General! Spear for the Emperor! For France! By Ulrich's wrath!
Witch hunter!
Picture getting some good hits there.
Die,
Here the Midnight troops are slowly being bled to death. Gonna try and flank in there, do some damage.
Missiles ready! Spearmen!
Send us out.
For the Emperor!
Looks like the witch hunter is out.
Moving now!
Our orders?
Not shall
Few hits there. Few kills, few casualties.
Die, traitor! Cause! Spearmen! Prepare for combat! Obey!
They're not keen on letting him leave, that's for sure.
Move out!
The Heldenhammer! By Ulrich Strong!
Crossbowman! Captain of the Empire! Agreed!
Well, he's certainly getting a lot of killing done. I mean, he's proving his worth there.
Taking aim!
Just need to finish off the stragglers here. Fighting on quite stubbornly after the death of their lord. Clearly fueled by heresy, chaos.
Moving now! For the Emperor! Spearmen!
That's the only explanation for this.
My orders stand! Die, traitor!
Yes, General! Ready?
Crossbowman! Ready for war!
Yes, Lord!
Listen up! The Empire endures!
There we go.
For the Emperor!
I speak, you act.
The Empire endures!
Looks like something's finally happening there. They're properly beginning to break up here.
Crossbows ready, General! Yes, General! Get down!
We serve friends!
Swordsman!
We are Sigmar's heirs!
The Heldenhammer! Ready!
Right, go after them.
That's an order! Sigma preserve us! Swordsman!
Sigma preserves those who don't run.
Captain
He
of
doesn't
the
preserve
Empire!
cowards. Just saying.
By Ulrich's right! War!
I mean, just look at Knut there. He's not running. And guess what? He's beating the stuffing out of them.
For the Emperor!
He has single-handedly taken on 100. 103.
Die, traitor! Sigma!
Might as well just rush through the last bit here. There we go. Finally, the Midland army is broken up. Down the arch heretic Boris Tor, servant of who knows what. But he showed it as a hero. Doing what was important. Slaying those who strayed from Sigmar's light.
So,
Oh, he's still alive. Alright, he's just critically injured. But he's alive. Great Temple of Ulrich is definitely what I want here. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, Karabakh.
Summon the Elector Counts.
obviously the Emperor himself needs the Reichsguard. A lot better than the other chaps. More armor, melee attack, charge bonus, you name it. Plus the name itself, Reichsguard. Yes,
To the provinces.
that's a proper
On march.
name. Word death herd. Definitely causing problems there. In terms of strength, I'm number 3. Cares is number 2. Greenskin's number 1. Vampire counts 5 and muscle on 4 actually. Fancy that.
My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
Well, at least I get tried. At least I tried. Still, that is now a sizable sort of chunk of Empire all united under one banner. Festtag. Are there anyone that might like me slightly more for beating the staffing out of Midland, come to think of it? Not really looking like... Oh, well, they are. Kislev doesn't really give a damn. In fact, they all like me less now because of the great power, malice. Which problem means I'll be getting a gold next turn.
I will hear your petition, but make no...
Yeah, that was to be expected. That means I gotta bring armies down there. I'll be making peace with Midland after this, so I don't have to deal with whatever's left. I'll have to shift 2 armies down there for the time being, since there's not looking like any sort of chaos rumblings. 1 army to deal there with that one, and Karl Franz will move then whatever sort of things happen, I guess. Right, they're already gone? Oh, Kislev.
I will not obey.
They don't screw about though. I'm looking forward to when they actually sort of do Kislev proper, rather than just, you know, being Empire in slightly different colours, which they technically aren't.
Yes.
Right, rushing him down there.
Yes, my lord.
I will marshal the men.
Aldrich, I think, can sort of get to rest and recuperate there in the north. Oleg, on the other hand, I'm going to send south to sort of assist with whatever's going down there, which is probably not too happy. Or won't be anything rapidly.
The nation calls.
And for Karl Franz, we're just sort of still rebuilding his forces. Still a bit to go there. Still a bit to go before those are ready, and he can sort of fight the enemy with a glorious army. As for Orcish armies, none that sort of seem immediately threatening there on the borders, though of course we're going to have to get ready for that. Nonetheless, build up there, fortify the moat as much as possible before it gets the boot.
You dishonor me.
Bordelot here attacking
Don't think so.
Karek
I
Siflin.
must keep my holy vow. No.
The men-at-arms, spear-at-arms, bowmen, and some different knights here and bits.
Not likely.
Iron Pritzkock striking at the walls of Marienburg.
It is war.
Just checking there to see. If their attack is going to be pretty bloody with all the artillery they have, though at the same time we just attack from another angle with an army, that should hold out.
am Prince and Emperor.
Might be able to do with Karl Franz actually.
Yes, my lord.
Might. Anyways, Mittenland.
You dare come at me making demands? Call yourself...
Oh, well. Guess we managed that confederation after all. Imperial Wharf, not bad. Not bad at all. But I think we'll be stopping here, so thank you all for joining in. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We did a bit more battles going on, actual battles than the previous one. Further expansion of the Empire and further armies being brought up to strength with guns and the finest knights possible. I don't count people riding around on big birds as knights properly anyways. So thank you all for joining in. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, and of course comment on it. This is Imperial 8 signing off, and see you all in another 2 days' time. Cheers!